Hey guys, welcome to those Yorkies times 3. This is our Yorkies 101 part 2. So today we're going to be discussing grooming, which is extremely important to understand before you purchase a Yorkshire Terrier, because grooming is very vital to their life. Trust me, their everyday life. So the first thing that we want to make sure that you do is whether or not you keep your Yorkies hair long or short, you want to make sure that you're combing them every day. Knots are real and it is so hard to get out. So you want to make sure you're getting that comb when they get that time where you maybe spray them with I spray them sometimes with a little doggy freshener cologne, and I comb out their knots. And that is important. Now, it's more hard to do when you have a long hair puppy, which if you notice, all of my Yorkies have short hair because ain't nobody got time for that. It can be too much and it can be daunting. So I like to keep them short, especially Marley because he has the thickest hair. I like to keep him short so it's not so bad trying to comb him out, and he hates being combed out anyway, so it's a win-win for both of us. The second thing that you want to make sure you do is okay guys, so this is an interruption in your regularly scheduled programming. So I was editing the grooming video and I saw a subscriber ask me to put in what products I use for the dogs. And I thought, why would I not add that in the grooming video since this video is all about grooming? So I stopped editing it and I got the products. So I wanted to just throw this into the video and show you guys the products that I use on my pups when I bathe them or when I'm giving them like a little refresher bath. So the first thing we're going to do is go over shampoo. I love the Chief for dogs. It's a really good brand. I like how the shampoo leaves their fur extremely soft and really nice. So this is a good shampoo to get. I think it runs about $15 a bottle or so, but it lasts an extremely long time. And I have 3 dogs that I wash once a week, so it's a really good brand. I got this from PetSmart. And another thing that I use is natural itch relief shampoo, and that is because Zoe has very itchy skin and she has a little bit of sensitive skin issues. So I like to use this on Zoe sometimes and not the Chi, just to give her skin a break and just do something a little bit more natural and easy and not as harsh. Okay, and with my dogs, because their hair is so human-like, I do like to use conditioner on them. I know some people don't like to condition their dogs, but that's something that I do every time I bathe them. So I use the Burt's Bees oatmeal conditioner. I love using stuff with oatmeal in it because obviously oatmeal does have those soothing properties. Keys Bailey. So I love using this stuff. It's really good. And what I use in between baths, in the meantime, in between time, when we're on the go, or if they just need a quick freshening, I love using different little doggy colognes. So I have this no rinse waterless shampoo. This stuff works really good. It is coconut lime with an oatmeal formula. It moisturizes dry skin. Plus it has some itch relief properties in it. This stuff is really good. I got it from Petco, not PetSmart. Then I also have this Oyster Animal Care cologne spray. Includes natural extracts to leave your dog smelling great, and the scent is baby powder. This stuff smells amazing. I love it. So and another thing that I use is a ear cleaner. I did mention that it's very important to pluck their ears and keep their ears clean. So we just put a little bit of this in there and then wipe it out with a cotton swab. And this is the Well and Good for Pets Happy Healthy Best Ear Cleaner for dogs. And it reduces ear odor and dissolves earwax and gets rid of debris. So this stuff is really great. Zoe loves getting her ears clean. It's one of her favorite things to do in the bathing process. So that is everything that I use to bathe the dogs and to do refreshers. So now back to your regularly scheduled programming. To bathe them frequently. My dogs are on a schedule where they get bathed every week because, trust me, especially in the summer months, they can get really funky. Especially with eating their food and drinking their water and their hair getting wet, it can start to smell like athlete's footers. It stinks and it's not pleasant. And because my dogs sleep with me, it's vitally important that my dogs always smell fresh. So I try to make sure I stay on top of bathing them once a week. They have to, or it just gets too far. And also with bathing them with my dogs, I do use more of an oatmeal shampoo and an itch free shampoo, because Zoe's skin is a little bit sensitive, and so I like to use stuff that doesn't have too many scents in it, because that can kind of irritate the skin. And as I said in the previous video, Yorkies are prone to having sensitive skin, so I like to make sure I'm using stuff that's itch free and oatmeal based, and so it's more of a soothing effect. The third thing that I have is to keep their nails clean and their ears plucked, or nails trimmed and their ears plucked. Now, I personally don't do that part. I do everything else except for the ears plucking and the nails trimming. The reason I don't trim their nails, because they're so tiny, I get nervous that I'm going to catch her quick. Especially with Bailey, because she jumps about and she does not like it. So I personally take my dogs to a groomer. I think it's like $10 to get their nails trimmed, and I'll just do it there. And as far as the ear plucking thing, I probably could do that. I usually, when I comb them out, I try to comb the hair in their ears, and it'll sometimes come out, but I do let the groomer actually physically get in there and pull it out. I just don't like to do it because I don't like to bring pain upon them. I don't want them to look at me and think that I'm going to hurt them. So I like for the groomer to do it, and that's just my personal preference. A lot of people clean their dogs' ears out and trim their dogs' nails, and I'm sure you can find so many instructional videos on YouTube. That's just something that I personally choose not to do. So all depends on you and what you feel comfortable with your dogs. So the fourth thing that I make sure to do is to keep up with their sanitary cuts. As I said it in the previous video, because they are so furry, hair grows in those areas as well, and it can cause urine to get stuck on that hair, which causes, for Marley, it can cause his pee to just squirt everywhere and it won't go straight, which in turn causes a mess for me, because obviously you guys know that my dogs go inside on pee pads, and if he's not peeing straight, that means he's peeing on my kitchen floor, and Mama doesn't like that. So I like for his sanitary area to be clean, and I like for their butts to be clean. I like the poop to just have a clean break. I don't want it stuck on their butt, and I like to wipe their butts after they poop anyway, so it makes it better if there's no hair there. So stay on top of that. Another thing that comes in with the sanitary part is to express their anal glands. I mean, it's not the most pleasant experience, but Bailey, we're filming a video. Chill, bro.
She don't like it.
Okay, let's see if we can get Bailey to cooperate for these last few tips. So, expressing the anal glands. That is not the best part. You know what I'm saying? It's not happy times and, fun times. It's nasty and it's gross, but it has to be done. So, one thing that I will say is that if you express it often, it won't smell, because when you express it originally, it's like popping a pimple apparently, and it's nasty. So, but if you do it on a regular basis, it's not bad at all. It's just like a normal thing that you do while they're taking a bath, just poop, and it's nothing to it. So I'll definitely try to keep up on doing that, so you won't have to deal with any issues when it comes to expressing their anal glands. And a tip to notice if your dog needs their anal glands expressed is if you see them, how sometimes dogs will sit and drag their butts. That could be a sign that they need their anal glands expressed. So when you see that, maybe the next time you give them a bath, try to squeeze that area and make sure there's nothing back there that's bothering them. Alright, so the sixth thing to keep in mind is brushing their teeth. Dogs, obviously their breath can get funky, so you want to make sure you keep their teeth clean, and it also helps with dental issues down the line. I like to brush my dog's teeth. I used to try to do it every day, but I'm not even gonna lie, I slack. So at least try to do it a couple times a week, just keep their breath fresh and to help with their teeth. So when you go to get those yearly cleanings, it's not so bad, and you not having to worry about them pulling out 5 teeth at one time. The final thing is to understand, yes, it's a lot of work, and you can do it yourself if you are comfortable. If you are not comfortable, there are plenty of groomers who are willing and ready to make that check. So if you want to go to a groomer and you want to pay them to do it, that's a-okay. Usually when you go to groomers, you go every 6 weeks. So instead of doing all the extra things like trimming and clipping their nails, maybe just once a week give them a bath. And when it comes to really getting down to the nitty gritty and doing some maintenance things on them, take them to the groomer and let them express their anal glands, do their sanitary cuts. Because some people are just not comfortable with that, and I understand, because I wasn't comfortable with that when I originally started getting my dogs. But now, as I've had them throughout the years, I'm getting more and more comfortable with doing more and more things on my own. And don't get me wrong, I still take them to a groomer sometimes just to really get them exactly where they need to be, to give me a baseline to go off of. And then when they get too out of hand, I'll take them to the groomer to get me back to my baseline. So those are always options to think of as well. Alright guys, so that is everything that I have on grooming. Again, if you have any tips about grooming or any suggestions, please feel free to leave those in the comments below. Please do not forget to like and subscribe and share this channel. Thanks for watching those Yorkies ×3. Bye guys. So if you do have allergies or if you are worried about shedding, you don't have to worry about that with them. These dogs, they've never shed pretty much. And their hair is the closest thing to human hair. So they're very much so good if you have any type of allergies. Don't